Well, Tulsa Area Emergency Management is closely watching river and lake levels with more rain on the way.
News on 6's Mallory Thomas shows us how the Army Corps of Engineers is trying to prevent flooding over at Keystone Lake.
The water is moving fast here at the floodgates at Keystone Lake. There's a lot of water that is coming out right now. They're releasing about 41,000 cubic feet per second, but the lake level's still up about 12 feet. Because the Corps is releasing thousands of gallons of water from the Keystone floodgates every second, the Arkansas River is up 4 feet.
We have to bring Lake Keystone down. I mean, right now it's in its flood pool. They've managed to bring it down about 2.5 feet. Off of its peak, and they're going to continue to draw that down.
Joseph Kralichik with the Tulsa Area Emergency Management Agency says Snake Creek near 181st Street and Garnett is one area that is still recovering from the last round of flooding.
Floods, unfortunately, tend to become forgotten disasters, even though they're long-term situations that people will be dealing with for years after a flood.
On the flip side, the rain will help those parts of the state that are still in a drought and will help with wildfire season.
We really needed the rain, especially for our neighbors out in Osage County and down in Creek County, in order to help alleviate any sort of major wildfire concerns.
His team is keeping a close watch on the rain this week, but the Corps will need to release more than double what you're seeing here before we could see major flooding.
I think it's 105,000 cubic feet per second is when we hit the bank full stage of the Arkansas River. So there's still plenty of room in the river for additional rainflow if need be. So at this stage, we're not really concerned about the Arkansas causing any sort of flooding situations.
They're not expecting to see any major flooding this week, but we could see some flooding in the streets in Tulsa. And of course, he says just make sure that you do not drive through any flooded areas. In Tulsa County, Mallory Thomas, Oklahoma's Own News on 6.